antibiotics or pesticide residues, just good, wholesome, healthy beverage. So then you make yourself a big protein shake, and you got your fibers, your protein, your essential fatty acids. You have what will help the body rejuvenate and cleanse and detoxify. Now that is important that you do, and watch the difference. You're going to lose weight. Why? Because when you give up foods you're allergic to, boom, the weight comes off. The weight comes off when you give up foods you're allergic to. I've had people who've tried every diet. They lose weight, gain it back, lose and gain it back. And then I tell them, give up bread, give up wheat for a week, give up dairy for a week, give up meat for a week. And what happens? Weight comes off, and it stays off.
The first priority in optimizing brain function in regard to food is to eliminate any foods that are targeting the brain as an allergic target. The most commonly allergic and the most destructive foods are wheat and dairy. Close up the next would be sugar, corn, beef, eggs. We know that a food can affect the skin. You have eczema, lungs, asthma. The brain can be severely affected by brain fog, which goes undiagnosed. As the foods that cause the brain fog are eliminated from the diet, the brain fog clearly diminishes and may even totally remit.
One of the things that amazes me is that in mainstream medicine, what the body is being fed, what the body and the mind is being fed, is not really considered. When you think about plants, it's obvious. Sun and water and good soil and nutrients in the soil are obvious ingredients for the health of a plant. Why is this not the same when we're talking about humans?
In my opinion, one of the most important forgotten nutrients that is vital for prevention of heart disease, stroke, and even perhaps dementia is vitamin D. We know from epidemiological studies that there is an epidemic of vitamin D deficiency.
Most Americans are deficient in vitamin D. They don't have enough of it in their body, and as a result, we're having them succumb to heart disease, cancer, stroke at outlandishly high levels when they don't have to. We asked the president to go on national TV and declare an emergency and ask the public to take at least 1,000 IUs every day of vitamin D. It's something that everyone can afford. We even offered to donate 50,000 bottles to the federal government to give away to people. 50,000 one-year supply bottles, by the way. Just give it away to poor people so you can reduce the cost to Medicaid and Medicare of the medical expenses that are incurred because so many people are vitamin D deficient.
If you're an African American, the likelihood of you having subclinical vitamin D deficiency is between 70 and 80%. Vitamin D plays a fascinating role in our nervous system because in the era where we're so sun-phobic, everyone goes out and puts on, number 50 sunscreen, none of us are getting adequate vitamin D levels, and this I think has a huge implication and consequence for many chronic disease processes.
It's important to make sure that you're supplying a sufficient amount of nutrients in balance. This is shown recently with regard to brain chemistry balancing in some studies that have been done coming out of Canada, where they took patients with bipolar disorders who were able to get on a wide spectrum of vitamins and minerals, and many of these patients were able to get off all medication and stop their recurrent hospitalizations for so-called bipolar disorder.
Next, rejuvenation.